Hey guys, get ready with me to narrate or just voice over my dear friend Chris's skincare routine. Today, as he's doing his skincare routine, we're also going to be talking about the integumentary system because obviously those two are related. And just waiting on him to pop in. There we go. Okay. He's just yapping it. Okay. Dramatic hair flip. Yapping it up. Putting on his little headband with a little bow tie. Okay. Starting off, we have an oil cleanser, which is for exfoliation to get oil out of your pores from the day, like the oil buildup, and also sunscreen. Any oily substance that you put in your skin, just to get that out of your skin. You apply this with dry hands on your dry face. And so he's just rubbing that in. As he's rubbing that in, I'm going to talk about the integumentary system. Starting off, the integumentary system is composed of skin, hair, nails, anything that's on the outer layer of your body that offers protection. The skin has two layers, which are the epidermis, which is the stratified squamous epithelium. And the dermis, which is composed of fibroblasts, which produce collagen and elastin, which provide to the skin's firmness / elasticity, etc. The functions of the integumentary system are to act as a physical barrier to resist trauma and infection, as well as vitamin D synthesis, sensation, thermoregulation, etc. Okay, so after you put on that oil substance, cleansing oil, you want to wash it out of your skin after rubbing it in a bunch and letting it emulsify. So he's washing that out right now. And we're going to move on to the epidermis. Okay, the epidermis has 5 zones. The stratum corneum, and this is going from from superficial to deep. So the stratum corneum, which has many layers of dead keratinized cells that fall off constantly for abrasion, everyday life, so you don't actually hurt yourself. Okay. Then you have the lucidum, which is the pale layer, only apparent in thick skin, so on the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. Then you have the granulosum layer, which is a thin layer of dark, coarse keratinocytes. Okay, so he's done washing his face. Spinosum layer, which is the thickest layer. The cells have spiny appearances bound by we'll come back to that. He just held up a foaming cleanser, so he's probably gonna put that on right now, and then this cleans everything else that the oil cleanser didn't, which is more water soluble. Holding up a silicone scrubber, I think, to get like a gentle exfoliation on the skin, because this is getting out the sweat and dirt from the day. That's anything that's not oily, I guess. So, okay, as he's putting this on, back to the layers of the epidermis, we have the spinosum layer, like I said, important for water retention inside the body and also keeping water outside of the body. Okay, he's holding up the foaming cleanser. Use it if you want, or something. Anyways, last layer is the basal layer, which is a single layer of cuboidal cells that often contains melanocytes, tactile cells, and stem cells. And that's the epidermis. Moving on, we have the dermis, which is composed mainly of collagen, some elastic / reticular fibers, fibroblasts, etc. There's also blood vessels, cutaneous glands, nerve endings, hair follicles, and nail roots that are embedded in this layer as well. And in order to keep the dermis and the epidermis together, the dermal papilla and epidermal ridges interlock like fingers to resist them tearing off from each other, because you want the skin, obviously you want your skin to stay on your skin. That'd be terrifying if it didn't. So thank God for the papilla and the ridges. Anyways, moving on. Then we have the hypodermis, which is just subcutaneous tissue below the dermis. It has more areolar and adipose tissue in comparison to the dermis, but yeah. So that was skin. He's washing off the foaming cleanser now. Gotta make sure. Oh, he's very good at that, Spilling water everywhere, but it's fine. So we have hair next for the integumentary system. Okay. Stimming. Moving on from that, the hair. Functions for heat retention and sun protection, but more importantly, it guards your more exposed areas, like your nostrils, ears, and eyes, like your eyebrows and like hair and the eyebrows and eyelashes and all those different areas, you know, guards that to get from foreign particles entering your system. That's bad for you, though. Okay. And of course, it's important to clean up after you're doing your skincare. Don't want to be a messy little. Oh, okay. Next thing, that was right. That was a microneedling, or it's a microneedling serum. I think. I'm pretty sure. I bought that for him, so I should know. But yeah. So he's putting that on. You know, just little droplets all around his face, and he's gonna rub that in, which is gonna create micro tears in his skin. Boosting collagen and elastin production to improve the firmness and elasticity of your skin. Yeah. Okay, so as he's rubbing that in, ripping his skin apart for, you know, good purposes, of course. All good things. We're gonna go back to hair. So, the structure of hair in the skin, you have the shaft, which is the portion above the skin, the root, which is below, which also is composed of the bulb, which is inside the follicle. Your follicle also has hair receptors and an erector muscle, which work together to feel things. Like if the wind brushes your hair, then it'll stand on end with the erector muscle, and that, you know, vice versa. That's about it for hair. So moving on, we have sweat glands in the integumentary system. Oh, okay, wait, no, he's I think that says retinol. Okay, I think he's holding up retinol. Oh, okay, posing. Yeah, you're supposed to use that every other day with the microneedling serum. So, you know, just do that if you're following this. Okay, back to sweat glands. You have apocrine. Okay, that's moisturizer. So he's holding up moisturizer. Gotta do that after all of this. All this damage that you've done to your skin from drying it out and tearing it. Want to moisturize, so do that. Okay, he's mogging now. Moving on. Sweat glands. You have apocrine sweat glands and merocrine sweat glands. Apocrine sweat glands are located in your groin and your axillary regions, and these have a noticeable aroma, you know. And the merocrine sweat glands are everywhere else, but more noticeably on your forehead, your palms, and your feet. Just regular sweat functions to cool you down. Other glands include sebaceous and ceruminous glands. Sebaceous glands secrete sebum, which keeps your hair from being dry and brittle, and it's secreted directly into the follicle. And then you have ceruminous glands, which secrete yellowish substance, which mixes with your sebum and dead skin cells to form earwax, which is cerumen. That's it for the glands. Moving on to skin disorders, there are a bunch of these. Chris does not have any of these. Look at his beautiful, gorgeous skin right now from this extensive skincare routine. 8 minutes long. It's crazy. But yeah, so, you know, acne, dermatitis, psoriasis, rosacea, like red and plaque. Sorry for psoriasis. Rosacea is like a rash on your nose and cheeks. You know, all those different skin disorders. Doesn't have any of that, so that's good. Okay, so moving on to skin cancers, there is a method to identify these different skin cancers, and that would be the ABCDE method. A refers to asymmetry, which is looking at a mole and seeing if it's asymmetrical, and then B refers to border, if its border is a little shaky and not round. C refers to color, if the color's off. D, diameter, if it's humongous, then it's not good. Oh, okay, I ran out of time, but I'll just input some random video here. Bam. Okay, cool. Hopefully it'll keep you guys distracted. That's about it for his skincare routine, but going back to the integumentary system, and then E is for evolving. So if your mole starts changing over time, you should probably get that checked out. But, okay. Last little segment would be burns for your integumentary system. Not for your integumentary system, but just obviously identifying the different burns that could happen and would be visible on your skin. So first degree burns is only your epidermis, which is slight redness and a little bit of pain. Be gone and you'll be fine in a couple of days. Second degree burn, it affects your epidermis and part of your dermis. There's swelling, redness, more pain. It'll be healed within a couple weeks to a couple months if it's a bad second degree burn. And a third degree burn is one that requires skin grafts because it cuts all the way down to your hypodermis, which and your subcutaneous tissues, which is really severe and does damage your nerve endings. And that's about it. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you learned something from this video, and come back next time. Bye.